Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 12 of Sunset Mirage. So I hope you all enjoyed last episode's city tour. I certainly had a lot of fun going back through and seeing some of the old builds. It also gave me lots of ideas for some possible renovations maybe in the future, and ways to sort of optimize and rebuild a couple things to make it look a little bit better, make it function a little bit better as I've kind of gotten even more of a hang on the game. But that will definitely be for a different day. I don't want to revisit things this early. But yeah, just thank you all again so much for checking out the channel. I really can't say enough how incredibly grateful I am to have you all here. I'm just kind of blown away. So thank you again for that. But yeah, for now, I'll leave it with all the sappy stuff and get into today's build. So I know that we technically have ferries if we come back out over here. But they still don't actually go anywhere yet, and they're completely turned off. But I did want to find an actual use for them, and what I've got planned is to head over to this area that we built 2 episodes ago now, and to this area where we had set up some of these initial road frames, and sort of get something started in here. So, the thing is, this area is just huge. I mean, this is an entire tile. Like, this whole space that we planned out is an entire tile. Okay, yeah. Not important there. And it would just, I think it would just be entirely too much to try to fill out in just one episode. So I think we can probably get several different builds out of this area. Now, the plan is still to have this be sort of a very high-end luxury sort of suburb. That's definitely still what's going to go on, especially probably in these middle ones here. I don't know if we'll fill out all, like, what, 5 of these areas with housing? We'll just kind of have to play it by ear on that one and see exactly what our demands are and how well we need all this space for that. But that is the plan for these areas. But what I wanted to do is just get a little bit more sort of infrastructure planned out in this area. And to do that, I thought it would be great to set up a few ferry stops in this cute little lake. So I definitely want to connect one like up to this train station here, have one somewhere along this bank here that will serve the residents here, and then also on this other side with our little cabin rental space. For now. I'll probably also have one down this direction, but I'll save that for when we actually build something out here, because I have no idea what that'll look like yet. But yes, so today what I want to do is build a bit of a transit hub to serve, you know, this suburb that will eventually come here. So I'm thinking, well, obviously ferries, I would like to do obviously a couple buses. Buses are always good, and probably a tram line. But obviously we're going to start with the ferries because those are the most difficult to put in just because they are a lot more limited on where they have to go. So we're just going to clear out all this decoration that I did last time. Yeah. Clear off this bridge and get rid of this and pull this stuff all back a little bit. There we go. Now I would like to try to get this dirt road as far to the side as possible. I think it might be a little bit difficult because I don't want them to be in the way of the ferries. So I don't want that to be a problem. So if I get it over here, I think that'll be fine for now, and then we'll hook it up to something shortly. I don't know what yet. So we'll just leave it there for now. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this road back just a little ways as well, and just to give myself some more room. So now what I need to do is flatten out this area. So go ahead into our tools here, highest strength, and just flatten it out to this same height here. And I'll smooth everything out and make it look good, you know, towards the end. It's obviously going to look a little bit ugly before it looks good, but that's fine. That's usually how things work. Okay. So I think that is more than enough space I want it to be relatively even. Like flat, like the end. I want it to... I hate how a lot of the times when I do ferries, they're just like not at the right angles, and I would like to not have that be the problem. Not have that be an issue this time around. I'm also going to clear out these rocks and these trees. Just so I can see exactly what the hell I'm working with here. Okay. That looks better. Now, I'm going to go ahead and grab these dirt roads because they're cheap. Not like we're, you know, having any money issues or anything here. But, so I'm going to bring this out as far as it'll go before it starts messing with the terrain. Perfect. And draw it out at a 90-degree angle. Okay. So the reason I want to do that is because I want these ferries to be on a 90-degree angle with the roads. So I'm going to go ahead and terraform this stuff back against it like that. And, okay. So now, hopefully if I delete this, it stays. Yeah, okay, perfect. So, let's go ahead and get into our Ferry Depot. So, ship, Ferry Depot. Now, I would like it to be, like I said, a 90-degree angle. So, that's a 90... Oh, God. Okay. So, that's a 90-degree angle, but I want it to be a little bit further over. So, let's see if I can draw this out just a couple more spots. Let's try that again. Let's see. Oh, so it's going to run into my bridge now. Okay. Is there... That's the best I can do with that for now. That's okay. We'll make it work. Let's see. Maybe, like, a short little space. That's it. I just need a little bit. And I want it to hook up to that road. That's what I would like it to do. Okay. I think that is as good as I'm going to be able to get it. Okay. Now, what I need to do is get the actual ferry stop. So I'm going to go ahead and push out a little bit more of this way. Okay. And then I want this out that way. Can push away that road there and get rid of that one there, and maybe that one. Let's hook that up again so I can get this nice and flat, nice and good. Okay. Push it a little ways back, not too much. Is it not working? That's not working. Okay. Gotta make sure I get the right buttons. Okay. So push it back just like that. Hopefully that's just enough. And then we can get our ferry stop. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do the double one just to sort of pre-plan for that. And hope, because I think I'm going to need two of them. Okay. Let's try to get that sweet spot. I know it exists. I know it does. Come on. Work with me. There we go. Okay. Think that was it. Right? Yes. Perfect. Okay. That'll do. Let's go ahead then and grab our regular roads and upgrade these little dirt ones. I don't know exactly how we're gonna connect them in yet, so I'll just get rid of this for now. And what I know I do want to do is grab this monstrosity. I know it's like kind of ugly. Actually, it's really ugly, but it's fun, so we're gonna use it here today. Now, the question is, how do I want to do it? I think here will be perfect, and then I can close it in with a road, right? Right along there, and right along. Of course, it's not gonna go friggin' how I want it. God damn these things. It's always just not quite how you want it, isn't it? Never seems to work exactly how you want it. Let's draw that out a little. And it doesn't, because it doesn't want to go to there because of that node. Okay. So, then we'll do this. Well, that's gonna be even, that's gonna give me even more problems. So, let's push that back some more. I might just go out, drag this one out this way. There we go. Now that's 2 on each side, 3 out the back. Okay. So, since these areas have paths already, we'll just join those up, just like that. Okay. And that's there. Let me get rid of these power lines, too, because they're kind of in the way right now. And I just don't need them. Okay. I still don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that, but we'll worry about it later. I want to go ahead and grab our same road that we have up here, which is the tree with bike lanes, I believe. Yeah. And I would like to... Well, let's draw it out by 5. Actually, nah. I want that back. Okay. Yeah, we'll get our curve tool. We'll come out by 5. And then down by... Do I want to go back? That just looks silly. We'll go down, but... We'll go out by 10 and down by 10. That's what we'll do. And then... Go out by... There? I think that'll do. Then we'll go ahead and take our one-way roads, and I want to make a little roundabout. So, 5 and 5, 5, 5, another 5 here, there, and join back up. And then I want to take a free, or like a highway road, just like a 2-lane one, out this direction, and it'll eventually go, you know, somewhere. Is it going to make me want to do this first? Okay, let's go ahead. Just so we don't screw anything up, go ahead and brace our roundabout. It should be fine, though, because it is at an angle, like at the perfect angle, so... Okay. And then, go ahead with our regular streets again. Connect this up. And then... How exactly do I want this to look? I guess I can do this. And sort of... I would like that to go at a 90-degree angle there. That would be perfect, but it just doesn't want to go. Can I... Will it let me? No. It will not do any of what I wanted to do today. Why must it be so difficult? Maybe I can just go in here and back up to there. That actually might be okay. And speaking of, I think I am going to want a... Oh, well, not there, I guess. A path. Let's go ahead and do that. A pedestrian path to cross over the road. Because there will be a lot of people coming into this area, walking, and I don't want them to clog up the street. So, we'll do that. Maybe I'll do the same thing on this side. No, I think I'll just keep the one, because it's not mirrored on either side already, so that might just look silly. Okay. Yeah. Now, what I would like to do next is set up our trams. Yes. Right? Trams. Okay. So, I think that is good here. I think that should be fine. Go here. And this looks like a perfect place to put another path, but I don't want my grids on. It's driving me... No, actually, I don't want my road guidelines on. The grid is what I do want. There. Oh, I don't want that path, though. Okay, sorry. Gonna have to forgive me here. I was doing something here with the tram station, and I just kind of totally lost track of time, and I had to step away for a bit, so I had to cut my recording, and start. Now I'm trying to figure out where it was. I think, yeah, so I just need to go ahead and get our tram road set up. So, put down here to the trams, and a tram track. Now, I'm thinking I could have it go around the roundabout. I'm not sure if, like, I could make this into, like, a whole tram roundabout here. Although this is kind of screaming out for a road to just come up and join this and make one that way. So let me just test out that idea here for a second. Grab this normal road here. Just like, I don't know how well that's going to behave. I know sometimes when there's two nodes together that close, the game doesn't read it incredibly well. That's a tram track, yeah, so no, I want the regular road. But this could be a really easy, perfect place to do a tram turnaround, so we'll go with this for now. I could also just do, like, a, you know, something in here with, you know, like a sort of dedicated tram turnaround place like this. I guess I'll play around with it and see how I like it, and then decide from there. But for now, what I want to do is grab the closest version to this that I can for a tram road, which I think is going to be the 4-lane road with bicycle lanes and tram tracks. It doesn't have a one with trees and bike lanes and tram tracks, so that's kind of unfortunate, but that's fine. Not a huge deal to not have the trees on there, but so I'm going to go ahead and bring this all the way down along here. And I want this road to connect up to the other side over here, because there needs to be some connectivity. Oops, it's not going. There we go. Some connectivity from this side of the railway to this side. It's not going to go anywhere quite yet. But, like, I'm not actually going to hook it up in this episode. I might rework some of this, because if we take a look at the resources, all of our buildings that don't actually need to be on the oil are on the oil. And I might try to switch it around so that the buildings don't cover any of the oil, and make our little extraction buildings here look a little bit more realistic and kind of more spread out. But I'm getting way ahead of myself here. I don't know if I'll do that on camera or not, or if that'll be something I just amend on my own time. But either way, I do want this to hook up here eventually. It's not going to yet, but just because I don't want people actually going over there right now. Because there's not really any need to, since there's not any people over here. So, but let's just go ahead and get that train line hooked back up, or the train track hooked back up. So, let's get all of our, that down. Line it up all nice again. And put it back down to earth there. And hook it up. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do. That'll do, I think. I don't hate it, so there's that. Okay, and yeah, it's a little bit of a dip in there that I don't like. Let's try and see if I can fix that. It's just like that seems to be too high. If I go up a step, that's too high. Is that distance too close? Yeah, okay, whatever. There we go. I don't think that's any better than it was before, but, I think that's just how it's gonna have to be. Doesn't seem to want to... Maybe I'll mess with it in the detailing time-lapse, but for now, I'll screw with that later. But I am gonna need to do a little quick tram turnaround, over here as well. So let's just bring that out, get our one-ways, and just do that. Okay. And then we can create a tram line. So yeah, I just don't know. I think I would rather have its own dedicated little space off the roadway. So I imagine this is going to get quite busy. I'm going to have a lot of touristy stuff going on in there, and some, people are going to visit this unique building. So I think I want to try to keep the tram off, some of these internal roads. Just keep it here. We'll see how it goes. I can always change it up at a later time. So, okay. So we'll just take these down a couple different places along here. And then one kind of at the beginning here, and one in here. Those are not going the direction I want them to, really, but that's fine. It's not that serious right now, since nobody's going to be using that. Okay, so we'll just mirror the stops on the way back, and then hook it up and complete the line. So, I would like to... Obviously, we don't need tramline 3. Go ahead and change the color of this. Yeah, we'll go with this. That's fine. I'll go through and name all that stuff later. But yeah. So, I can go ahead through and switch these roads back to just regular roads again. Oh, not that one. Whoops. My bad. That one still needs to be a tram road, because that is our exit point. But the ones on the side over here, I can switch back to regular roads. Okay. Well, that's, yeah. That'll sort itself out here in a bit. Okay. So, I want to, well, first of all, connect these things back up. So let's grab that Content Creator Road, European's 2-lane stone bridge, and I think I can drag it out to here, and probably get a nice curve going. Perfect. And I would like to upgrade these roads as well. I know I can't do the ones in front of there, but, which is kind of annoying. I wish that wasn't like that. And I know that there's mods, obviously, that can fix that, but again, I'm not really, other than sort of more aesthetic mods and that just help make the game go a little bit faster for me as far as decorating and stuff, I'm trying to stay away from using the mods. Now, it also sucks I can't upgrade that one, but it's not game breaking, it's fine. I can finally get rid of our little bracing system in here. Don't need that anymore. And sure. There we go. Okay. So I'm liking how that looks now. I think I do want one more road connecting into here, though. So about here, and... Actually, I guess... Yeah, do I want it curved? Or here? Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then these are all gonna be, again, mostly residential stuff. It's a little bit of a slope, so... parks will have to be placed in very specific places so that they don't kind of mess up with that weird hill going on. It gets flatter over on this side, though, so... Okay. Now what I want to do is... I would like to put some park stuff, and obviously a little bit of shopping and commercial. So, well, shopping and commercial is the same thing. Commercial and office is what I was meaning to say. Okay. So we'll do that. Just throw a couple pieces down in different places. Nothing too crazy. I might leave this for like a park space. Let's see, what kind of plazas and things can we fit in here? Oh, not that. The pedestrian plazas are this one, right? Okay, so small fountain plaza. Let's take a look at it. Let's see how I like it. I wish I could put it, well, I could put it over here, and it looks like it's sort of connected to the tram one. It's not, technically, because you can't put things on the tram-only road, but... Nah, I don't like that, because it's just not in the center there, and it's gonna really, really annoy me. So, if I can put it out here, I don't think that's half bad. Yeah. Okay. And then we can maybe have a couple little smaller commercial thingies over here on this side. And I would like to... Well, this seems like a really good spot to continue this pathway, so... What? Why? Oh, okay. I don't know. It wasn't letting me draw it for a second. Okay. And I think that'll do. Maybe I want one hooked up here. And potentially one this way, just because it kind of fits that way, so I might as well. And actually, I'm already not liking this, so I'm going to go ahead and make that one like that. I think everybody should have water out here. Perfect. Yeah, I did that in the other episode when we set up all these roads. So that's perfect. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. That was probably really loud and annoying. I want to do some office stuff here as well. I just think it'll go in this area pretty well. Makes a lot of sense, I think, for it to be kind of close to some of these things. I don't know. There's a little bit of demand for industry, so I might as well throw some office in there. Plus, the more office I start having in the city, the more demand I will have for our university, which is still only at level 3. And I've got a couple policies on that should be helping this. Let's just take a look really quick. Yeah, but like my students are not even close. And oh, we've got a full cemetery over there too. Elementary, all of that stuff is fine. University is also fine. So we don't have like any demand for that. So, and that's just kind of a timing thing that I assume will eventually fix itself. But we'll address that in another episode. I do want to collapse this building though. Get rid of this and replace it. Oh my god, I thought... Oh, I almost had a heart attack. I thought I clicked, like, a natural disaster for real, because it was taking, like, such a long time. And because I have done that so many times. You have no idea how many tornadoes I've sent through my city, just because I go into here, and it's automatically selected on tornado, and I don't look at it, and I don't notice it, and I send a tornado through my city. So, I almost had a heart attack that that's what I did. Whew, okay. So that's good. Now, we want to be careful about what comes in here. I'm actually liking all of these, though, so that's good. So we'll go ahead and make these all historical, because these are fine. Is this like a nice corner one, or what? I mean, yeah, kind of. So that's good. Can keep that. Okay. Yes, you don't have power, but you will. You will very, very shortly, so don't you worry. Oh, and I guess I would like to hook up this dirt road to the rest of the system here. We'll just toss it up here for now, like that, just because it doesn't go anywhere, so why not? But I did also almost forget that I do want to also put buses in here. And the compact bus station is the perfect asset to use for that, so I think what I could do is... Where's that bus-only highway? You know what? I don't think it'll let me use it off of a regular road. Oh, no, it will. Okay. Oh, not that one. Not the one-way. Okay, and then switch to a regular road. No, not a dirt road. Regular. Ooh, there's just so many roads now. Okay. And that... I think it should still fit in there, because it is, again, compact. So that's... nice. I think we can go there. Now, this will make sure that literally nobody else comes down here except for buses. Not that they would have literally any reason to do so, but they can't. But now I am curious, does that mean... So if I get, like, a park asset kind of thing in here, I don't think it'll work, right? It says it's connected, but I know that it's not going to be. It's going to have an issue where, like, the police can't get to it. So I think I'm going to switch it to the other way. I'll have the highway road come off of this road. So let's see. Like that. Well, I don't want it that far. Okay, hold on a second. Let's go ahead and get the regular road in first. And then get the highway road. That way nobody will come down here. Through that way. Because I know I can't upgrade this whole thing to the bus lane, because then... Yeah, see, now it's not... Yeah, it's not connected to the road that way. But that way it is. And I can throw the park assets in there. Like, okay, this is the park restroom. Yeah. That's what I want there. And I can't fit the park cafe on that side. That's okay. Yeah, because I just don't want other cars coming off of this street into here. I don't know. It's a thought. We'll see. We'll see how that works out in practice. I'm not really sure. There was a thought that went with that, and I've kind of lost it, to be honest with you, so we'll see. Now what I would like to do is also get some of the hotels in here. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I'm sort of, like, obsessed with them. I don't really know why. I honestly couldn't explain it to you. but I do love using them, so I want to. So this one needs a little bit of everything. Lots of shopping, not too much office. So shopping, looks fine. Business, looks fine. Nature, not so great on the nature. And it does also need that. Let's pop it in and see exactly... Let's see how well it does. We'll see. Take a look at it. Yeah, so the nature is none. But I'm pretty sure if I just, like, throw a bunch of trees behind it, like if I just did that, I think that'll automatically boost it up. Or no. And, okay, but while that's messing around, let's see what else there is. There's the Old Inn, which doesn't need any office. Needs lots of sightseeing, a little bit of shopping, and a lot of nature. So I think, so we've got sightseeing, shopping, nature. Shopping, sightseeing, nature. So I think probably if I throw it over here and add some commercial buildings around it, this will be super happy right here, and will do really well. I mean, I guess I don't actually hate the trees being there like that. I thought I might throw other things in there. Maybe other buildings or something, but I'm actually not hating it, so I might just keep it like that. It's not helping this situation, though. Well, you know what? I'll mess with that later, too. I do want to throw in a couple parks, though. So, I want to go to our regular parks, and I think either... Do I want the... where's the large park? Park with trees? Do this one. Does it have any paths coming off of it, or no? And I'm pretty... No, you can't connect any paths up to this one. So I don't want that one. I do want one that connects with the paths. And I know that there's a couple in the tourist ones that looked really nice over here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that one there. So I was playing around and like testing a couple things beforehand, and it looked really nice. So I'm going to kind of work with that. And one of these. And then what's cool is that I can connect both of these up together with paths. And then they kind of conjoin. So it's super cool. And then I want to kind of just like a winding path. Well, it's not very winding, is it? Back up to the corner. Cool. Alright, let's see. Those are good. And then just a couple more of these kind of parks. Tourist parks. We got a sidewalk restaurant. I think I'd like to put that kind of near the train station. But it's really big. I think the cafe is a little bit smaller. Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly the kind of size I'm going for there. I mean, the path goes nowhere, but that's fine. Doesn't really need to go anywhere. Okay. How are we doing over here? Yeah. Okie dokie. And some more parks over here. Other... Do I want content creator park? Any content creator parks over here? Might not be a bad idea to have like a sports field over here somewhere. I mean, a community soccer park. Could be good. Maybe in here. I'll have to adjust that path, but that's okay. Because I think there's actually a path that connects to this building. Let's see. Let's check it out. And it doesn't mess with any of the terrain, so that's good. Okay. It doesn't have a path that connects to it, but that's fine. We can just, we'll do one of... we'll mess this over this way, like that, and maybe hook it in here. I'm okay with that. Maybe we can just... something like that. Keep this one going up to this corner. Maybe over this way as well. And then I could just do a forest brush through here. It's getting rid of that farming. I totally lost track of the words there. Farming, but I think that's okay. And I kind of like that. Just keeping it pretty simple with some trees and whatnot. And then these, well, I've got to create this area first, actually. While we're here, I'll go ahead and set that up. Just because I want to see a couple of these houses growing in. See how that looks. And then I want to do the district style of mid-century modern, and then I can throw a couple houses in over here. And I definitely want big ones. So we'll just fill up this whole side here and take a look at it. But otherwise, I think that will suffice for, actually, you know, just in the meantime, just because we're having issues with stuff, I'm going to throw a crematorium in here. I will address, you know, the death care situation in this side of the map at another time with something a lot better than this. Definitely not where you would find a crematorium, but that's fine. But yeah, I think that is actually where I'm going to leave it for today. I'm going to go ahead and set up some of my bus lines and things. Screw around with this hotel stuff, see if I can find one that I can get a good rating on. And, yeah, I think I'm actually really pleased with this. And it's going to look even better when I detail it up. So, yeah, I'm giving myself a pat on the back for this one. Okay. Alright, I'll see you when it's all beautified up. Okay, so I think that is gonna pretty much do it. All I really did was, you know, put some more trees in places, cover up a lot of that green space. I didn't want this to be, like, just chock full of buildings and commercial. I think I've got a nice, healthy mix, enough to serve the area and be, you know, like, draw some people this way, but not so much that it's just, like, you know, I wanted there to be something other than just buildings in here. I really like this little park. It's super simple, but I like it. And so for around this park plaza, I went ahead and I did a park cafe and a park restroom to go with this little plaza, and then created some little extra plaza space out here, which I'm pretty pleased with. Reminds me of a couple places I've been in Mexico in particular that are super pedestrianized. There's a place I've been to a couple times now, where the whole city where I stay is pedestrianized, so there's no cars at all, and they have, like, a really nice, stone plaza right outside where I normally stay, and it has all this kind of stuff, little kiosk, info booth kind of stuff, so I really was pleased with that. And then I decorated the tram stop a little bit, used one of these little pagoda things, and, you know, just a little couple benches for people while they're waiting for the stop, and whatnot. And then just, you know, some little rocks and trees. Made these little areas into sort of tree... I don't know. I don't know exactly what you would call those things, but, like, the things where you put trees in. I don't know. Obviously you can see what I did with it. Anyway, I threw in this amusement park path through here. It's kind of difficult to put stuff around this just because some of the, like, because there's already trees around it, and I didn't want it to look too busy, but I didn't want it to look too bare. This is probably the part that I'm the least pleased with, but it's doing okay. But yeah, otherwise, that was really it. Just, you know, putting some rock gardens in, made this little roundabout a little bit nicer. I need to go back through the rest of the city and make the roundabouts nicer, because they're all ugly and I just, like, place them in as is. But I actually really like this one. I like this. The tree that goes in the middle here is a really interesting, like, different kind of tree, so I wanted to use that. And yeah, I turned this road into the wide sidewalks one because I don't want people to park on here, and I know that they will because, you know, they do things like that. And other than that, I threw in a couple little parking places here and there, because I kind of forget sometimes that the parking exists, but they're super handy. So I did want to throw in a couple, but I didn't want to mess with things too much to fit them in. But yeah. Do I have the ferry lines going? I don't believe I do, actually. So why don't I go ahead and actually... Oh, I didn't do any of that stuff. Oh, I totally forgot about all my other ferry stops. That's fine. I'll do that off camera. I'll put them in and get them running before I do some of the cinematics. That way that you can see them in the shots when on your way out, and you can actually see them running for once. Our very first running ferries. I forgot about. Okay. Whatever. I got distracted halfway through recording this, so I'm surprised I even managed to make anything even remotely coherent. So, if you managed to stick with me through this and it actually made any sense, I salute you, because sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. But yeah, so that is where I'm going to leave you today. Thank you again for everybody tuning in and watching. I really hope that you're enjoying the build. I'm actually particularly proud of this area, so I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, as always, please feel free to leave a like below if you've enjoyed it so far. And if you're not subscribed yet, but you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. But obviously, no pressure either way. Happy to have anybody just watch the channel at all. So, thank you everybody so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.